In today's video, I am sharing 4 realistic everyday dinners that are as easy as they are delicious. From creamy chicken and rice to yummy salmon cakes, I'm even throwing in an easy weeknight dessert. Today, we're not just cooking, we are rediscovering our joy of cooking. Hello, beautiful. I'm Yvette Perry Banks, the virtual godmother, here to share the art of everyday cozy cooking, prioritizing self-care, and joyful living. Welcome to my nurturing haven. Okay, first up is this super easy, creamy chicken and mushroom dish. Remember our meal prepping we did in the last video? Well, it's time to pull out one of those thawed meats. I've got a few chicken breasts and those mushrooms that we prepped. For this dish, you're going to heat a pan on medium-high. You're going to split and then season those chicken breasts liberally with your favorite herbs. This time of the year, mine are going to be thyme, rosemary, and grill seasoning. But use whatever you like. You can also sub out pretty much any protein here, but this version is going to cook in under 20 minutes. Y'all, I'm talking about dinner in under 20 minutes on like a Tuesday, and it's not leftovers. What? Come on, girl. Anywho, the full recipe is going to be down in the description box, but honestly, this is more like a method than a recipe. Once your chicken is seasoned and browning beautifully, we're going to add in those prepped mushrooms and let them get some love too. Add a little more seasoning to those mushrooms, and then you can grab a bottle of wine, champagne, Prosecco, whatever you have, and add about half a cup or so to the pan. The alcohol is going to cook out, so don't worry about that. It's just going to leave like this beautiful essence behind. It's completely optional, and you can leave it out. It's up to you. Once that is just at the point of disappearing in the pan, you're going to add about a cup or so of heavy cream to the pan. Heavy cream or half and half. And then you're going to let it simmer until it reduces by half. Now, remember that rice we prepped? You're going to pull out that prepped rice and serve that creamy chicken deliciously on top. You're welcome. This chicken is tender, it's savory, it's creamy, and delicious. Okay, so next up, cowboy beans in the crock pot. Slow cooked to perfection, because good things come to those who wait. Honestly, the next day, these beans are even better. So we're going to pull out those onions and peppers, just some of them that we prepped. Remember meal prepping, right? And ground chicken that we thawed. Thanks, past Yvette. You're going to brown that chicken up and season it nicely with whatever you like to season your ground beef with. Yeah, we're using ground chicken. Seasoning salt, onion powder, garlic powder, really just whatever you like. The other thing that I always add to my cowboy beans is a sausage, like an Eckrich sausage, some kind of a smoked sausage, and always bacon. So you gotta brown those things up. Then we are dumping everything in the crock pot. Remember the crock pot? Wait, the slow cooker? The thing that we have given a temporary, easily accessible spot on our counters. If you missed that video, check that one out. I'll link it in the description box. We're adding all kinds of beans to this. You can use, I will sometimes add white beans, black beans, just whatever kind of beans you have. You're going to add the beans. Look, just watch. Then you're going to cook these on low for 8 hours or on high for 4 hours, and you will not believe the way these flavors meld together in this thing. Yum. It's going to be sweet, tangy, savory, comforting goodness. Just try it. So next up is spaghetti squash with sausage and peppers. Spaghetti squash, if you haven't tried it, you have to. It's the chameleon of the vegetable world. Like, it really believes it's pasta. And I'm here for it. Because, well, we could all use a break from carbs a few times a week, right? Anywho, these things are so yummy. Honestly, the hardest part is cutting the thing in half. I mean, so preheat your oven to 400. Once it's cut in half, you want to take a spoon and scrape out all of the seeds and membranes. Then you want to drizzle or brush it lightly with olive oil or any flavorless oil, not too much. Then you're going to sprinkle it with salt and pepper and a little nutmeg, freshly ground if you have it, or whatever you have. You're going to pop it in the oven for about 40 minutes, somewhere around 35 to 40 minutes. Meanwhile, brown you up some Italian sausage with those meal prepped peppers and onions. Girl, meal prepping is like giving future you a high five. It says, I got you covered. So when Wednesday rolls around and you're tempted to order takeout, remember, past you was a ninja in the kitchen. Setting myself up for success like this in my kitchen has really been a game changer for me. I am rediscovering my love for cooking and how it brings me so much joy. Just being creative in my kitchen. What is one of your favorite things to cook? Tell me about it in the comments section. Seriously, like, what's the first thing that just came to mind for you? Now we're going to add some marinara to that pan and let it simmer together for just a bit. And look, Rouse is my absolute favorite jarred sauce, but it's not that different. Now, pull out that spaghetti squash, grab a fork, and just start scraping the sides down. It's really easy once it's fully cooked. You're going to top it with that marinara, and girl, listen. You're going to believe that you're eating a delicious pasta dish with zero guilt. These flavors come together so beautifully. It's savory and ciao, bella, magnifique, c'est bon. So next up we did salmon cakes with sauteed vegetables. Salmon cakes, because it really doesn't get much easier than that on a weeknight. It is serious pantry cooking. So for the salmon cakes, I make them just like crab cakes, but I add a little bit more of a binder. On this day, I used flour, just a touch. I pull them together into little cakes, and then I brown them in some avocado oil, or really whatever flavorless oil you have. And I sauteed some squash and zucchini with the last of my meal prepped onions. Remember our rice? Well, I warmed it, and I added some cheese, butter, and a little hot sauce to mine. And look, when you do that, that rice tastes like an entirely different dish. I remember my girlfriend Pebbles showing me how to do this when we were around 16 years old. Thanks, Pebbles. So good. I'm not sure which bite of dinner I enjoyed the most on this day. The salmon cakes were crispy and savory. The squash was the perfect texture, seasoned to perfection. And that rice, oh my goodness, yum. Okay, I don't always make dessert. But when I do, I want it to be easy, like really, really easy, especially if it's on a weeknight. So on this day, it was apple dumplings. So easy. Butter, sugar, cinnamon, Granny Smith apples, vanilla, and Pillsbury crescent rolls. And the surprising ingredient in this is a little Sprite. If you don't have Sprite, sparkling water does just fine. Have you subscribed yet? If not, please take a moment, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe if you have not. This small action really supports my channel and helps YouTube to show it to others. Remember, while you're busy nurturing others, to stop and nurture you every day. Try not to get so caught up in caring for others that you find yourself just existing. Start doing more of what you love. You hear me? More of what you love. I've actually made this dish from the Pioneer Woman a few times now, and every time I'm always amazed at how these ingredients transform into something so warm and so delicious and so, look, I hope you'll try this one. It's just too easy not to. I'll be sharing a lot more videos like this one. I'll also be sharing how to decorate your home for the holidays. One of my favorite things to do, so stay tuned. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you are not. It really supports my channel. Hit that notification bell so you'll never miss out on any of our cozy adventures. I'm going to be praying for you, and I'll see you in the next one.